Hey everyone, Nate here again. We're doing another video. Actually done a couple here lately, and we're really hoping to do a lot more here soon. And today I want to do a very quick review on a book that I read here in the last couple months. It's called Missionary Partnership by Ben David Sinclair. Missionary Partnership by Ben David Sinclair. He's an independent fundamental Baptist missionary. Spent a lot of time on the continent of Africa, and I believe he is now a missions director for a missions board back in the United States. And I've had a lot of issues with the way that we do missions for quite a while. I feel like it's a waste of time in a lot of ways, and the way that we do deputation. And I also feel that we're very disconnected from our missionaries. There's a lot of things, good and bad, that goes on that the churches back home don't know about. I feel like there's a lot of pressure put on missionaries that shouldn't be put on them by pastors here. And with I think the average missionary is somewhere around 56, 57 churches that are supporting them. So they got to keep all those pastors happy all the time. And that can be very stressful because every pastor has got their own opinions on things. And so for me, for many years, I've had some issues with the way that we've done missions in the independent Baptist movement. And I was heard Mr. Sinclair on an interview on another podcast, and so I got his book, and I would have to say I'd highly recommend it to anybody. It's reasonable. I think it's less than $6 on Amazon, right around $6. And I have given this book out. Other than the Bible, I've never given out another copy of a. I've never given out a book as often as I've given out this book, other than the Bible. And I highly recommend the book. It's he gets into a lot of statistics. I think covers a lot of things that maybe some misconceptions that we have, especially one about how many people actually make it to the field. Covers how much money it takes and how many years to get to the field. And I tell you, I think we're wasting. Not I think I know we're wasting a lot of money. I think we're wasting God's resources and God's time in the way that we're doing it. And he really promotes the idea, and this is where my personal thought process has been going for the last 6 or 7 years, is that um, we need to not get rid of quote unquote deputation and not get rid of supporting churches, but we need to supporting churches need to become more active in working with their missionaries, and that's why it's called missionary partnership, and that they need to individual churches should cover a higher percentage of a missionary's needs so that a missionary doesn't need to have 50 or 60 supporting churches. And he really goes over the math to prove his case, because that's one of the arguments is that it can't be done because if one church drops you, you're off the field. And he really shows the math why that's a fallacy, and Baptist churches could be saving literally millions of dollars annually by getting missionaries on the field quicker, and that it would be much better actually knowing our missionaries. I was in a friend's church a few months ago, and when you walk in their church, I have no idea how many missionaries on the wall. It's crazy. It's just crazy, crazy, crazy. And one of the members of the church made a comment to me. He said, "We sure support an awful lot of ministry." One of the members of the church made a comment to me. He said, one of the members of the church made a comment to me, and he said, "We sure support a lot of missionaries. I don't know any of them, but so and so, the missions pastor, does a pretty good job of keeping in contact with them." And I thought, that's really pretty sad. Um, you got all these people out there, and I know they need the funds, but if you have no contact, you don't even know who you're supporting. Are you really being um, efficient? And are you being um, and are you being wise with the way that you're handling your missions budget? Missionaries, a lot of times, they deal with loneliness, they deal with stress, again, of having to keep a whole lot of pastors and churches happy. And I just really encourage you to read the book. I'm not telling exactly what to do. I definitely agreed with the book almost entirely. Definitely agreed with its premise, only he has more facts and stats to back it up. And so if you're looking at starting a missions program, you're looking at revamping your missions program, if you've got some concerns and thoughts about your missions program, I'd highly recommend the book. It's one of my favorite reads that I've had this year. Missionary Partnership by Ben David Sinclair. Again, you can find it on Amazon. It's about $6. Definitely worth the read. So with that being said, best of luck with your missions programs. And until next time, take care.